There's going to be mom's side and there's going to be dad's side. My side was like, I kind of want mine. It's fucking Christmas.
Right.
Shit. So it was a bit shitty, innit? It was a bit shitty. And then, like you said, mum and all that, grandma, it's a bit like mum, man. You almost feel like, shit, I'm sorry.
Do you know what? I can't remember his name, and I'm really sorry that I can't remember his name. But anyway, I think Joe Budden has reposted this particular podcast, saying how they're disrespecting black women, innit? But they are outright saying we don't date black women.
Oh, Night Riders, that thing.
Is it that thing? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
I seen like a little 10-second or something.
Yeah. But Cassie sent it to me, innit? Today.
Yeah.
And it kind of coincides with the post that I sent out today, because I've been speaking about kind of like what me and you've discussed about the power of feminine and masculine energy, right? So Cassie's point and a lot of women's point is, when men want to talk in the way that these men were talking about black women, you wonder why black women don't want to submit and be a certain way when black men are speaking about black queens in a way that is disrespectful to black queens. Right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it, or?
No, I don't like it.
Of course, who would like it? Because again, because my daughter's a black queen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, my mum's a black queen. But also, listen, do you want me to really go deep?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, let me really go deep.
Go on,
because as much as we're talking about we're black queens, and we are, we're black, because we stem from the blackness, of color.
Yeah.
But you realize,
I'm touchy, you know.
I know you're touchy, but you realize that the slave masters raped and pillaged our ancestors, So your blackness that you're holding so tightly to, I'm not saying don't hold tight to it, and don't hold it in high regard, because we should. But I'm just saying, let's at least know.
Loosen up.
Well, loosen up in a sense whereby let's not lead with being sensitive. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have sensitivity and we shouldn't be proud of our blackness and we shouldn't hold that in a high regard as in royalty. But also understand that not everybody understands that.
The same way. Or sees it the same.
Or sees it the same, or I think I want to say understands it the same. Because then that gets to seeing it the same. Because most people can't see what they don't understand. You feel me? Right? So a lot of the time, somebody says something and we get lost in
the translation.
We get lost in translation. We get lost in our triggers and we get lost in our reaction. So you say to me, D, raw. Why are you sensitive like black girls with like black girls who get cheated on by black brothers, fam? And I go, raw, man, how you talk? No, fam. Like I hear you joke, yeah, boom, 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 ha ha, hee hee. But man, how you talk, like, because you offends me when you're saying raw about black women. It's a joke, firstly, but we also have to understand, when I say to you raw, boom, man, how you talk to me, you're meant to say to me, bro, like you said, my bad, I was joking, but I'll take note. You understand?
And then end there.
No, but don't end there because you were offended.
But you know, I'm no Mr. Black Power, black activist, black. I didn't go no marches. I don't read the books. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I just don't like when when the man them do it.
So you don't like when let's say we as black men,
we do it,
when we as black men,
let them do it, innit? We don't have to do it.
And I'm not telling you, I want you to know, I'm not trying to say
I
to you,
know.
No, allow us, innit?
Yeah.
But I just feel we need to be careful with what we become.
When I say them, let someone else.
Let
them,
we're talking.
Do it. Whoever them is, let someone else do it.
Well, my thing is,
we don't have to do it.
I don't feel like we need to tolerate anyone doing it. Tolerate.
Of course.
We don't need to tolerate anyone doing it, but do we have to acknowledge, accept, experience and embrace that? Or should I say, should we just acknowledge and accept it? We have to acknowledge and accept that that person out there is saying this, that and the other. I have to acknowledge and accept that that's what they think.
That's
and
your
how they see.
View, your opinion.
Black, white or indifferent.
Yeah.
You have to accept it. So my thing now is, what I'm learning to do is not become my trigger, not become my reactiveness. I don't want to become my reaction to my trigger. I want to become, well, I really want to I just want to be my truth, innit? I want to be my true authentic self and what that stands for. So instead of reacting, We need to learn to respond accordingly. And a lot of the time, we don't respond.
For sure.
We react.
Take the emotion out here, basically.
And I wouldn't even say take it out. Just don't lead with it.
Or control. Yeah.
Just don't. See, I like to simplify things because a lot of the time people think I'm trying to say, raw, ignore how you feel.
Yeah.
When I say to people, raw, don't lead with that energy, they think I mean what? So I should ignore that I feel this way. That's not what I said.
I hear you.
Yeah. I definitely don't think that anyone should ignore how they feel.
Yeah.
That's nonsense. That's ludicrous.
Don't lead with
it. Don't lead with it. Remember, we spoke about this before. How I think my thoughts, feelings, and emotions are passing clouds. Yeah, but I'm the sky.
Definitely.
So everything else is passing clouds. It's gonna pass by and through me, innit? Yeah. But if I allow myself to become that thought, feeling, and emotion, become the clouds, it's gonna stay longer.
It's a different thing. I hear that.
It's gonna become a squatter. So I'm allowing this thought, feeling, emotion to stay rent free in my body, fam, in my yard. I'm not about that life.
With that being said, basically, I had a convo with my compadres, wherever they are, whatever.
Your brothers, innit?
I just didn't like the convo, innit? That's all it is. But yeah, we're in still. Like, I don't know. Like, you see what you said there, though? Yeah. Don't lead with the emotion and all that stuff. Like, I want to make sure. I don't want to. I think the first two are nice and everything. Yeah. But I don't want to come from a venting angle still. At least not today. Today I'm in a good mood, innit? Like.
So today you want to speak about the mood that you're in.
Not even the mood I'm in. There's situations and problems to speak about, to bring up. But I just don't want to come from a venting. I don't want to lead with the emotion. That's
okay, all. So
I'm good right now.
All right, well, let's speak about that then. So let's speak about how you're feeling good.
That's what I'm saying. Well, how was your Christmas? Yeah.
My Christmas? Yeah. I'm going to be real, bruv, yeah? You see me? My Christmas kind of is the same regardless of what's going on. Because I keep it quite small and neutral. Yeah? Even though I've got big family, like in terms of on my mum's side and my dad's side, I now have my own family in it. I've got my own dynamic. I have my own children, right? So what I do is ensure that I'm with my family, and I just bring the grandmothers to us. Done.
I'll get to the reason why I'm laughing in a bit. Go on.
Yeah, I just bring the grandmas to us. Done. Do you get what I mean?
Nice.
Like Cassie's mum only has her. My mum only has me. Although I have other siblings, my dad has other children, and we're very close. It's a very close family. My brothers and my sisters, we spend Christmas together as well. But because everybody now has their own families,
you grow up in it.
Yeah. What you kind of go raw. Where are you gonna be Christmas? You're gonna be where your kids are.
100%.
You understand?
100%.
So for me, I'm at where my kids. Before, when say Kayla. My first daughter, my first child. When she was young, I used to, because we had just had Lala, I would go to my mum still. I'd go all over the place and blah, blah, blah. But then it got to the point where it was just, I'm not really seeing her on Christmas. I'm not doing this on Christmas. She's over there.
Sharing her.
And realistically, I'm leaving her with her mum, innit? I'm not going to take her. I'm going to leave her with Cassie. Do you know what I mean? Because it just makes sense that she'd be with mum. Because that's just how it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? More often than not, the kids... they stay with mumsy. We know this, innit? We understand the dynamic. Although we're talking about positive things, it still comes back to the dynamic that is what is, isn't it? So we got to a place where it was like, no, we need to just make this easier for us now.
Yeah, man.
And we just bring it. So regardless of circumstances, regardless of situation, regardless of what myself and Cassie are in, even if that would be different, I would always strive for that.
Do you know
what I mean?
I hate that.
You know, even if she got next man, I'm in there with Carlos Ridbay.
That would be beautiful.
For me, I've come from that. Remember, I told you about my dad.
Same though.
I told you about Paul. You know what I mean? Yeah. With us, it's a case of I've got mummy Nikki. I've got different mums. All of the different mothers to my siblings. Yeah, they are still like second and third, fourth mums to me, as far as I'm concerned. Do you know what I mean? That's just a respect thing. So, like for me, my mum is my mum. But I'm a celebrate the fact that I've got more mothers.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. It's funny you say that. My old man used to come around at Christmas and that.
Is it?
Yeah. After splits and that. Just vibes, isn't it? Just,
LG?
Yeah. Just vibes and that. So I've always kind of, that's what I've seen, that's what I know. So therefore my energy is kind of the same. Like, I took my kids to, it was in Blue Water or whatever. What do you want to get for mommy? Like, oh, mommy, this and that. Well, I'm saying, what do you want to get? Let's go and get something, innit? We're not the best of buddies. but we're going to get something that you can say, here you go. So
That's nice.
But that's where I've come from. So it's just good vibes. But mine was. I'm good now.
So
therefore-
So what does that mean?
I'm good now because I don't want to go into. I can talk about it.
Yeah.
But mine was I'm in a situation there.
Yeah.
And as you said, they tend to be with mummies. And I know a lot of or a lot of us, full stop, go through the same kind of thing in it. There's going to be mom's side and there's going to be dad's side. My side was like, I kind of want mine. It's Christmas.
Right.
Shit. So it was a bit shitty, innit? It was a bit shitty. And then, like you said, mum and all that, grandma, it's a bit like mum, man. You almost feel like, shit, I'm sorry. What can I don't know what to. She was good.
No, of course she was, but it's
But
again,
I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
but it's mad though, innit? Because I don't think personally
yeah,
that a lot of people, men or women, really know that that's how we feel. I'm not saying all men because not all men show
yeah,
up.
of course not.
But I'm sure it's still something that goes through their head. Like even if they wake up in the morning with next gal and next family, I think more often than not, they're kind of like, this is my life now because everything else is long.
Yeah.
So I might as well be in this situation where things aren't as techie.
Whatever that word is.
Just conflicted. You know?
Peaceful.
Yeah,
Or a bit more peaceful.
Let me be here where it's more peaceful, even though I'm not at peace with this situation.
Yes.
It's just more peaceful than me saying, "Rock, can I take the kids?"
Yeah.
Because me saying to you, "Can I take the kids?" is gonna be.
You might respond nicely, but my trigger might come and it becomes whatever, innit?
Yeah.
But then there's the what was I about to say? You said at peace, and I don't want to interrupt. There might be that as well.
Interrupt what?
I don't want to interrupt because if I say I want this and that,
Yeah.
I'm now interrupting your thing with my kids and this and
That's
that.
mad though.
Why do I need to interrupt it?
Well, how's it an interruption when we're talking about our kids? I understand what you're saying, but isn't it just a discussion? I'm not trying to interrupt. I'm actually coming to you, not asking permission, and you're not asking my permission. We're coming to discuss it as two.
Don't get it twisted. I might be the one that the response might be calm, whatever. I might be the trigger. I'm no saint in these.
All right, so you might be triggered based on the fact that it doesn't meet your narrative.
Yeah, I might be. Most
right.
definitely.
Okay, cool.
Most definitely, but whatever the narrative that I want met or whatever, it's family time, and I don't have my family time right now. Whether that's my decisions from past, whether my actions or whatever, but I've now got to after it's gone, and I did have them. I didn't not have them.
Yeah.
But Christmas Day, innit?
Yeah.
Once I have had them, that was a beautiful time. It was
I guess because I've never. Well, I have. I've had not being around my kids on Christmas Day, blah blah blah. But I guess it's not. It's out of choice.
Yeah, not with a.
It's been my choice not to be there.
Yeah, because you might go with the man then,
or I might go to mumsy's, or I might.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. Or I've been away.
No, it's different when you can feel like, rah, man, just don't matter. Is that what it is?
All right. See,
this is a family time.
But you've also made up that narrative. Though.
I've made it.
You've made up that narrative because it's not that you don't matter.
I don't even want to be saying too much in that.
No, because it's not that you don't matter. No, but you should
generally over the last couple, I've kind of my brethren this, my brethren that. I'm very personal right now, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's because it's been a personal journey, innit? What else are you to talk about bar your personal journey? We don't want to be here talking about other people's business.
Listen, I respect mine. Me don't get on too tough, but I respect mine, innit? So I don't like to say
Man looked directly in the camera as he said it.
Yeah. No one's allowed. The same as we were saying about women.
Yeah.
Like women that don't. Anything I say on episode 1, 2, or 70, don't disrespect mine. Innit? I don't really like that. I don't appreciate that. I don't give no one no ammo or space to. And just having a conversation. Innit? That's all it is. And we're teaching each other. Like, I know there's man them out there that would have gone through the same shit. I can probably phone about 5 friends right now that where I got mine, and this is what helped as well. Where I got mine after Christmas, for a little stretch, 3-4 days. I know another man that probably didn't.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So actually, my 3-4 days was beautiful. I'm pissed about that. It's gone now. Whatever. My mom's cool.
But let me ask you a question. Did you actually have a discussion, or have you had a discussion regarding Christmas Day?
I'm gonna do some accountability and say no. There wasn't a discussion. There was build up to Christmas. holiday time, school holidays.
Yeah.
Can I have up until Christmas Eve and I'll drop back? And it didn't quite go to my narrative. What you can do is from that day, boom, boom, boom. I didn't back and forth it. I just kind of, I'm pissed about that, and I just went with it.
Right.
So it's not to say that it was impossible to have a conversation. That's what I'm saying.
But I guess you did that just to keep the peace as well.
But it's just like, cool. I wanted to bring back on this day, fine. I'll bring back at this day or time or whatever it be, and I'm gonna wait till that day and be pissed about it. I don't want to be just make it all dysfunctional right now or whatever. I'm gonna be pissed. But I always know there's an other side, isn't it? Like once I had them, beautiful. New Year's, amazing. I know there's gonna be another side. Sometimes you gotta just ride it in it, I think.
So they were with you what, New Year's Day?
No. Just New Year's was just I was out working, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I had them 27th to 29th. Sounds very short, but I appreciate that time.
I mean, it might sound short it just depends on what's short to people.
Another man ain't got that, so.
Well, not only that, like it's still special time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because the thing is, when they're living with mummy, and I'm not saying that it's not all fun, because it is. That's living with mummy.
Yeah.
And then time with dad is different, especially when you don't live with dad, because dad's got to make sure that it's equipped with.
It's loaded with fun.
Loaded with fun.
Do you know
what I mean?
Yeah,
but again, that's why communication is key, bro. Because you can have conversations and say, look, I'm looking to do these things and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So if you, this is the difference. We spoke about this before between involve and inclusion. So if you involve her in the time that is spent with you, involve her. That doesn't mean that you're asking any permission. You're just involving her. So you're letting her know, and then she'll do the same because you're leading by example. Because then because more often than not, she doesn't have to involve you in what's happening in the day-to-day things.
She'll do the same, you reckon?
I guarantee. Because when I say I guarantee, I don't mean in the exact same way that you do. That's because she's dealing with a day-to-day narrative. Day-to-day experience. She's not going to be calling you every day to tell you, oh, I just took them to the
Please don't. No.
You know what I mean? To the sweetie shop, and I got them refreshers. I just wanted to let you know.
No, I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, you'll find that it will change. You'll find that when you involve her, she'll involve you. Will it be slower than you? Possibly. Will it meet your narrative? Possibly not.
Possibly not, yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? But will there be change?
Yeah.
100,000%.
Yeah. Nah, see me, I'm good with in the moment. Yeah, it was shitty, you know, and I was kind of like, Mum, I know you're cool, but are you cool? Like, it was a bit of a shit time or whatever.
Once he knows and understands the situation.
Yeah.
So is it ideal? No.
So she was cool and everything, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But then I just kind of like, are you though? Like it's your only ones. Then there's 3 innit? 3 grandkids. None of them was around at Christmas. So it is what it is. But then on the other side of it, I just kind of just ride it, and then just the other side is sick.
Here's the thing about this: having boys that have children. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The mother of the boys who have the kids
has to deal with that. You finish on.
Yeah. No, you're right. Has to deal with the results of that, because every woman knows, and every mother in particular knows, that the kids are going to reside with the mother.
Definitely.
Right? So which means they're going to more times. Yeah. Which means they're going to see the mum's side more than the dad's side more time, depending on the relationship of the mother with both sides. Cassie has a good relationship with my side of the family. So regardless of me and her, she's got an amazing relationship with my side of the family.
Direct contact and all that.
Bruv, more time she goes there and represents for me.
Yeah.
You understand? Because of my work.
That's beautiful.
So more time Cassie will go and take my kids. In fact, the kids see nowadays more of my side than they do Cassie's side, simply because of where Cassie's family is. It doesn't mean she's still not close, but they see more of my side than they do her side, actually, just because of how it works. Because they're all a bit like east, north, south, like they're all over the place. Whereas my side of the family, they're south. They're, like, it's just south, really. Yeah? And it's mainly my side of the family, my dad's side. So not even my side of the family, my mum's side.
That's good, man.
So it's mad how it's worked out with my dynamic, but it's worked out that way because I know why. Because of how I've led the team.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But not just me, Cassie also. Cassie I have to give her dues, but she makes sure she takes them to see everyone over Christmas.
That's good.
Grandmas were at ours, as I said to you, and then Boxing Day she went to go see her side of the family, her mum's side. Yeah. Before Christmas we saw her brother. So you know, like Cassie is very family orientated, and as am I. But she's upheld that for me, where I may fall short just based on the fact of my schedule.
Yeah. And the mother nurturing way and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's on it, bro.
They kind of lead that, innit?
And my sisters are like that too.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like again, it's not down to, it's really the women leading that.
More time when mum goes, as you said, the kids are going.
1000%. They're the matriarchs.
Yeah, definitely.
Women are the nurturers. Do you understand? They're the carers.
And
Carers.
as you said, then the mums above us, kind of like, do you get what I'm saying? It's like,
So our mums, like Cassie's mum sees the kids more than my mum does.
yeah,
100,000%.
because it's just the way it is, isn't it?
Right.
It's the way it is. But dude, does that need to be not changed? It can't be changed. But
No, it can be changed, but it can't be changed in a sense whereby they're gonna just see my mum. You have to make effort for that. You're gonna have to. So when you've got them, make sure they go see grandma. But is it gonna be?
yeah, 100%.
Is it gonna be on the Christmas day and meet your narrative 100%? No.
Yeah. Like I'm good to say accountability in whatever part I played. So then I could have had the conversation.
Yes.
I could have attempted it. I kind of like I know where this goes and didn't, but I also could have.
Right.
Stuff like that. But yeah, take it off of me. Yeah, I'm sure I'll think of something else to come back. I know she thinks I don't rate her, but I do. Innit? I have to really mad to my kids. But yeah, what did the man them do? That flipping. Bro, I haven't seen them.
You have to explain that in more detail.
I know a couple men that are doing the court system or like the kids in a different country and stuff like that. Like, them kind of need to get them kind of man them on to have conversation and talk about how they feel.
The thing is, I can't speak for them, man. There.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why we have to get them on.
Yeah, and then I'm kind of in the middle of yourself and them, because mine's just delayed.
And I've got brethren that are not seeing their kids, man.
And I'm telling you, up until seeing them, it's shit. So I can't imagine. I can't imagine what it's like where a man just knows I'm just not seeing them.
I have zero thought process with that.
Like
as in zero. I wouldn't even know. Like I've actually said to Cassie. I've actually said to Cassie, live and direct. I don't care what happens. I got you in it. But don't fuck with my kids. Don't fuck with that relationship. Now, Cassie's thing to me is, you know me, you know I would never do that. And my thing to her is, I do know you, and I believe you would never do that. But also know that everyone is capable, because women at fault did.
Of course.
Yeah. So I don't think that you do it in the way that this woman or that woman did it. No. But do I think that you will find a way to do it your way?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I do. You know what I mean?
Because you might lead with her at some point.
I've used small things, like small examples. Let's just say, this is a real far-fetched example. Yeah. But let's just say I got with a friend. Yeah. You know, I've got plenty of female friends. And all of those female friends, your sister included, are aunties to my children.
Yeah.
If I got with a female friend and they come home and they say, I was with auntie so-and-so, but now I'm in a romantic relationship with that said auntie. Yeah. I know for a fact that Cassie's gonna be like, that's not your auntie.
Yeah. No, but I respect that.
No. You can respect it.
I respect that.
No, you come to me and talk to me. I respect it, but you don't tell the kids that. You come and tell me that, because the kids have known her as auntie. Don't get it twisted. I've switched the program on them. Yeah? Because now I've got involved with auntie romantically. So let's switch the program on them. Like, they're like, right, now this was auntie so-and-so and now daddy's with her. Yeah. I'm not saying that they don't have the right to not call their auntie. You don't have the right to tell them to not call their auntie, is what I'm saying.
That's your conversation to have.
It's me and Cassie's conversation to have as adults. Yeah. And for us then, for me, or for us to then have a conversation with the kids. You don't just go off on a tangent out of your pain.
I hear that.
And say, don't call her auntie.
I hear that.
Don't get it twisted, bruv. Am I going to want to do the same? if Cassie got with Uncle Boogie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real. I'm a different kettle of fish. I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be like, bro, Mum's is with Uncle Shay.
Boy.
I'm gonna be like, raw, okay. Cause me, I'm gonna cut the thing short. There's none of this going around the ackee tree.
Yeah.
I'm going straight into the bush, bruv. So I'm calling both Uncle Shay, Mumsy. Let's have a conversation and let's sort this out. So we know, because I'm not trying to mess with the dynamic of the peace which we have made great for our children right now. So I'm now not gonna get lost in my thoughts, feelings, and emotions. That doesn't mean I'm not allowed to feel it.
Yeah.
But to lead with all of that when I know it's not going to benefit me or my children, Cassie or Shay. I'm using Shay as an example, or uncle or auntie.
Yeah.
Like what good is it gonna do?
That's a mad example.
It's a mad one, but look how small it is. It's quite simple.
It's
quite big, but it's also small.
It becomes escalated though when it involves the children.
Right.
Standardly. I don't know. I don't like I wouldn't care, but I also do. I also would, but I wouldn't care. I don't know. Do you know? See me in my situation here. I fully trust in it. Whether I agree all the time, whether we get all the time, I fully trust.
As in, you fully trust her to be.
I trust her decisions.
You trust her to be, because that's the woman you chose to have your kids.
Yeah. I have full trust. I
agree.
don't have no worry when it comes to them. Just my worry is the relation and blah 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 blah.
Between you and her.
Yeah. I don't have no worry. So I can't even try to think of that example because
But that's what I'm saying.
I'd
So
have a
now
level
us trying to even understand the level of a man who has zero contact with his children.
Yeah, man. Mad. Yeah, that's mad. Do you know? I know some women that are they're the ones in a different country. Like I know the mum side. Like I've never met the dad and whatever. But I know you. But I was never in the space to pull them up at that time. Not pull them up. That's their business. But to have conversations of like, oh, what if or whatever. I wasn't in that space at that time to have that conversation. But it must be mad though. That has to be crazy. Like I know, like I said, I know a man that ain't seen him for a while, and we gotta do better, man. That's a family time. If you can do better, because I can't disregard man them that are maybe abusive, maybe whatever, innit? Not trustworthy.
Yeah, but this is when you're dealing with a totally different.
So
right now, we're sticking to the general.
Almost.
The people that we know that are not bringing. They're not bringing no war to your door. Yeah. So you don't have to flee in order to save your life and your kid's life. We're just talking about again, I'm not saying that it's a simple thing, but he cheated, she cheated, this happened, that happened, whatever it is, there's been a breakdown in the relationship between you and the mother of your kids, and you as the mother of the kids with the father of your children. And that breakdown, I just think, doesn't have to come to the point where it now has to fuck with the peace, of the family dynamic. Because although we're no longer together, we can still be.
And you know, they're important in terms of like my mum will be important to them. Okay, so my grandma, for example, my grandmother, I call her Nan. My Nan, for example, I'm sure my mum and dad had their shit and Nan's hair and boom, 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 boom. But I never knew shit. I'm just going to my Nan's house. It's Christmas, I'm going to my Nan's house. So regardless of what did and didn't happen, I was able to have that relationship with my Nan. And then when it was her birthday, she had an annual party every year, ram and whatever. Grab the mic and say, I love everybody. And all this, she was going until she was 98. I was able to experience all that because mum never ever allowed her and my dad's stuff to get involved.
But like you said, mum, I'm not saying dad never played a part in that.
Yeah.
But because the kids reside with the mum, it's very important that the mum. That's what I'm saying.
Mum is in the control.
The woman's role
to a level
is integral. As integral as a man's role, but just in different ways.
Yeah.
You know, so men have to understand, It's like, I posted something the other day, Dan, about like...
Before you finish, women have to understand the other integral arts, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, no, it's like women have to understand the integralness of not controlling, just mastering their emotions. Yeah? All right? And men have to deal with the integral duty of mastering the flesh.
Go on.
Yeah? No, because men's thing is next woman. It's flesh. It's flesh for us.
Right, okay.
In general.
Okay.
In general. I'm not saying all men will and do this. I'm just saying in general, that's our thing. Because men are more physical. Women are more emotional, more, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, internal, external.
Yeah, like, and I'm not saying that to put anyone down. I'm just talking about in general, that's how we've been built. Yeah? That doesn't mean that women don't have to deal with mastering the flesh and men don't have to deal with mastering their emotions. But what we lead from is different things because we're just different. We're built differently. So with the women now, they have to understand their role as a woman and that feminine energy is so integral. Yeah? The role is mad.
From our perspective.
From every perspective, bro. They give
because they might be sitting there saying, nah, don't try and tell me about me.
Well, I'm not telling them about them. I'm just, okay, cool, you're right. I'm just telling them from my perspective what it looks like.
Exactly.
Yeah? So you're
Which
right.
I agree with.
Yeah. But ours is integral too. It's like, I don't know, it's like the scales, isn't it? Yeah? You might have, I can't remember the example that someone gave me, but I remember like they were saying, you might weigh, say, you might have 1 million or 1 trillion like cotton balls on one side of the scales and just one block of gold.
Yeah.
What women do represents the 1 trillion cotton buds, cotton balls on that side of the scale, but it weighs the scale down, innit? And what men do is that one thing. I'm just using an example. That one thing, but that one thing represents gold.
I hear you.
Right? And when they're on the scale, they even out.
I hear you.
All right? And we've got to understand that we can't be looking at women to bring what we bring, and they can't be looking at men to bring what they bring.
100%.
And that's often what's happening. Like, men are looking at women to bring what they should be bringing, and women are looking at men for them to be bringing what they should. It's like, we just got lost in translation.
Yeah, it's impossible, man. It's like, it's impossible. Like, I don't want to bring me into it. Like boys, I feel like they both need you, innit? They both need the mum and the dad. Yeah? But, and as you said, okay, so as you said, the girl's first love is the dad, innit? And the boy is following daddy, innit?
As a man.
Like I'm like my father.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or
You're the
don't
living
like
example of what it looks like to be a man.
Yeah, that's what I've seen, and that's what I replicate. When I get older, I can dissect it and like, I might want to change that and change this.
And then vice versa for mum.
For mum and what you're attracted
like,
to
as in,
and stuff like that.
Do you know what I mean? The boy's first love is mummy.
Yeah,
and then the daughter follows mummy.
Exactly.
What's my example of what a woman looks like?
Yeah,
and how a woman upholds herself and behaves.
And the relationship, the dynamic, how they've done it. And
they're watching you, even when they're not watching you, they're watching you.
This is all they know. So with that being said, like, we've said it before, innit? I guess we're going to say it every single time, man. They need both, man. They need both, innit? They just need both. And they need above that parent too. They need the grandmother and the grandfather. Because that's it all stems down, innit? Like,
now this is women's argument to this.
Yeah.
A lot of women, as you said.
It's not going to be acceptable, whatever it is.
No,